Okay, guys, so yeah, how's she going today? So still cold out. Hasn't changed hasn't changed much in the last few seconds since because I made it earlier video earlier. If I could talk, I think I'm starting to freeze. And yeah, so like I said earlier in the other video, I was going to make 2 videos today because it's nice enough. I might as well do it. I'm not going to upload them both at the same time, but these a couple days apart. Here's the evidence, in case you don't remember. Here's the evidence of that video. Like I said, this video just had to do with my channel. This video is totally not that. This is actually got to do with scammers again, because yeah, I just heard must have been when the hell did they post that? Had to have been last night they posted it, but I don't remember now. But apparently, and this is actually extremely close to home, and this is what's kind of shocking, because scammers usually don't work this close to home. You know, they're usually overseas. I've never seen that before. So, well, actually, I kind of have. There's a scam thing going on Facebook, and that's been going on for the last few months. And I don't know. That's a different video, but apparently now this scammer that's he's pretending to be some guy at a church, and they're using the real guy's name and the name of the church, you know, basically stealing identity at that point, even though it's a public, well, it's not really it's a public building, but it's kind of like a private business too, you know, it's owned by a person. So kind of like whereas the courthouse, that's more or less just an actual public building. It's not really private, but you know, people go there, so people go to this church too, right? So, but whatever, it doesn't matter. It's just the fact that I guess that guy, the fake church guy, I guess he somehow is getting a hold of, I'm guessing they're getting a hold of your cell phone number, and then they're texting you, and I think they're texting you on to like donate money to the place. But instead of bringing cash, you know, like actually going to the church and giving out cash, they want gift cards. That's a red flag right there. Gift cards. That's like what the real scammers go after. The ones overseas. You know, like I feel so bad for a lot of people that are falling for the scams. I don't know if anybody's falling for this church scam as of yet. I haven't heard anything about anybody falling for that crap. But, you know, for the scammers from overseas that call over here, you know, wanting gift cards, I mean, you would just think that everybody would know by now. Even the old people, you think that they would know by now, because this has been going on for years. But older people, they probably kind of forget what happened, and then they fall for it again, and whatever, I don't know, but it's such bullshit. And now to find out that they're doing it literally maybe close to 40 minutes away from here. It's not that far, so it's pretty much in the same town where I took Big Red to get fixed earlier that year, or last year. It's in that same town. There's a church there, I guess. I don't know how many churches are there. I think it's just one, but it's one of them anyway. And they, yeah. So, I don't know who the hell's falling for that crap, but, I mean, I don't know who would fall for that BS. I mean, old people probably would, because they're a little more, you know, like senile to it. They don't really understand it, you know. But people like my age and stuff, yeah, I think we would understand it, you know. So, but yeah, it's just I don't know really, because they say it's coming from that town, but I don't think it's anybody in that town that's scamming anybody. I think it's somebody from overseas. That's what I think it is. Because I don't know really why anybody around here would want to scam people. And I could get, in a way I can understand too that, with this virus floating around, not many people can work. But, doing that is just going to get you into a lot of fucking trouble. It's not even worth it, But I can't see anybody around here doing that, So that's why I kind of think it's got to be from overseas or something like that. Or it could even be from another country, like, fuck, even Canada, for all the hell we know. I know there's a lot of scams going up there in Canada, too, and kind of even the same thing as what we're getting here in the U.S., so... But when it came to those Facebook scams, when you would see that going on, sometimes they were coming from Canada as well. But again, that could be from overseas too, but I don't know. Because what they're doing is they're posting vehicles for sale for really dirt cheap, but they're really, really nice vehicles. And it's always just one picture, and then their Facebook profile is not even a real name, it's just a made up name. Or it's not really even a name at all, it's just like the name of the vehicle that they're selling and then a number. I've seen that, So that's a Facebook scam right there going on in the marketplaces. And I hope people are reporting that too, because that's fucking stupid. But I don't know. I can't see anybody around here doing it. But, who knows too, right? But I can't really see that going on. So, but like I said, I think it's from overseas. That's what I think it is. They just happen to, pick on that church for whatever reasons. I don't know why they would even pick on a church, in a small country town. To be honest with you, it's more like a country town. I mean, it's not like a big major city. So why you would pick a small town over a big, large city, I don't know. I'm like, if I wanted to scam people, I would go for the big cities because there's more people there. There's not that many people in a country town, so I don't know why they would pick on it, but they are. So it's kind of it is. I mean, it is what it is, but it's kind of bullshit. But I don't know. So I guess they're getting a hold of your cell phone numbers, and then they're texting you, and then they're telling you, I guess, to call this number or just yeah, I think you're supposed to just call that number, and then they'll, I guess, pretty much tell you where to send it. Well, that's the question there that people need to do. That's, because I mean, it would be so easy to figure out that if this guy says, yeah, I'm with this church in this town, and so, my name is blah, 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 you can send a gift card, for $50 or $100, whatever you want, to a totally different address, then that's got to be a red flag. I mean, come on. Even the old people, that has to be a red flag, because, because if you live in that town and you go to that church every Sunday, every day even, I don't even freaking care what you do. If you go to that church, you know the address to that church. And if you get a call from a guy claiming to be this guy, and he's saying, hey, give me a gift card for $25 or whatever the hell it may be, but send it to California, that kind of should be a red flag, that, hey, this church does not belong in California, So I just wish people were more smarter about that. I know that the younger people are, they can see that right away, but it's the old timers that just, they never catch on to it, and that's what really pisses a lot of people off, because these old people, they don't know any better, but that's why I mean, in a way, I think they're better off not even having cell phones, the old timers, but, in a way, it's good for them too, because if they should be driving somewhere and they break down, well, then at least they can call for help. But if they're getting scammed, and they're falling for it, that's just kind of bullshit. I mean, there are things that you can download on your phone that people actually need to download on, the old timers' phones. If they have cell phones, especially like a smartphone like mine. It only works on smartphones. It doesn't work on flip phones. But if you have a cell phone, a smartphone, you can pretty much download any. There's apps out there that will protect your phone from at least 99% of the scammers' calls. And they're free. They're free. So that's what I think. What the younger people need to do with the old timers' phones is download those apps and get those blockers put on their phones, just so only important calls can come through. And I thought about putting that on my phone, but kind of in a way I want to deal with the scammers. I kind of want to bullshit with them, so kind of really don't. I don't really block any numbers. My mother sits there on her cell phone and blocks number after number after number. It's like, well, you're going to be doing that for the rest of your fucking life. So it doesn't do any good because that's how they do it. They cover up their real number with another number. And that should be another, scam or another red flag is that they're using, numbers close to home, and sometimes they're using numbers from far away too. Like that last video I uploaded on my scamming video, I don't know if you guys saw that or not. I was dealing with that donation place for cops. I still think that's a scam, but apparently it is a real thing. But I think it's in a way it's a scam because he said that he was from New Jersey, but yet they were using a 218 number to hide their number. Like that sounds dirty to me. So I mean, if for that church has a number, so you can call there and get information about the place or whatever, and see if they're open or not, whatever. The number. And if that number doesn't pop up on your phone, but yet this guy claims that he's this guy at the church, that ought to be a red flag. And be like, yeah, you can just go fuck yourself because I know you're not real. And as far as I'm aware of, too, churches don't, well, for one, they don't ask for gift cards. Again, such a red flag. But two, I don't think they really ask you to donate. I think you can donate if you want to, but I don't think they really, expect you to. They don't demand you to, that's for sure, and they don't ask you to give them gift cards. I think it's pretty much just straight up cash or change or whatever you got, whatever you want to give. It's cash only. So, but it's clearly a scam, obviously. And I hope that none of the old timers around here fall for that crap because it's going to get them into a lot of trouble. And the trouble is they're losing money over it. They don't know where their money's going to. And that's what's pissing me off. That's why I'm glad to see a lot of YouTube. Well, there's a few out there anyway, but I imagine that's growing too. There's actually scammers or people out there that are actually fighting back against these scammers and trying to find, where they are and and this and that and whatever else. And a lot of them take it to the extreme. And then there's some that just, they just waste their time, and that's kind of what I've been trying to do is kind of waste their time, but I got to get a little bit better at it, obviously, because I'm still kind of learning tricks here and there, but it's just, it is what it is. So there's a person that commented on that post too, saying that they had a number call from over there, but it had to do with their social security number being tampered with or whatever. So, but yeah, if you think your private information is being leaked out or hacked or whatever, you need to call the right people. You need to call the cops, and then you need to call the courthouse or something. I don't know, wherever you get get that crap from. Report it. Report it that, you think your identity is being stolen or whatever else. And they'll pretty much just have to change everything again, but it's kind of just the way it is. So, but yeah, I think it's kind of bullshit, that now we have supposedly somebody close to home now that's doing it too. But like I said, I don't think they're close to home. No, I think they got to be somewhere else. And they probably just want money because they don't have money for, to survive on because of the virus. Well, hopefully that'll change. I mean, hopefully it'll get better, but I don't know. It was kind of quiet for a little while around here, and there wasn't really anybody really catching the virus. There wasn't any new cases. It was kind of quiet there for a little while, but now it's kind of gone up a tiny bit. So that's because of the holidays and everything, New Year's. I figured, well, that's going to make everything spike again. So, but yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't sound very good, but it is what it is. So, but hopefully, like I said, the virus will get better and leave, and people can get back to work and whatever else. But I don't know. But who knows? It could just be an ordinary scam or two, just trying to con people out of their money. It's probably not because of the virus, it just could because they're money hungry. But it is what it is. We have to fight back. And that's all we can do. It's kind of just fight back. We got to start controlling this stuff a little bit better. And I don't think the government does much about it either. They're too busy fucking fighting over the virus, and then now they were fighting with Trump for a while, and and the stories I've heard about Trump, I'm not even going to get into that topic because that's just a fucking clusterfuck right there. So, but he's no longer in the White House. He officially left now, so Donald Trump is done. And I think they are even going to set it to where he can never run for president again because he never finished all his terms. He still has a few of those left. And since he pretty much nuked our country because of his rotten attitude, not doing what he's supposed to be doing as a president, they are pretty much, I don't know if they're going to do it or not, or if they're still talking about it, or if they forgot about it, I don't know, but they were going to set a thing where Trump could never ever run for president again, regardless of anything. So, and that needs to happen. I know there's a lot of people who are that like Trump, but you know what? You're not seeing the full picture of what he's been doing. I mean, he said that he was going to bring jobs to America. Well, that never happened. He ended up taking jobs. So, but what are you going to do? He never brought any jobs to this country. And that's just a little taste of what he's really done. And I'm not even going to get into it because it's just too much. So, and I don't really give a fuck. I'm not going to sit here and say that Trump or that Biden's better. I didn't vote for Biden either. I didn't vote for anybody because I don't vote because I don't care. Because no matter who you vote for in this country, we are fucked. We're probably going to be fucked even with Biden being president. We don't know. All you can do is give the fucker a chance. And then, see, now, we gave Trump a chance. He was president for, 4 years? And I think he failed us. So, now we give Biden a chance for the next 4 years. And if he doesn't fix anything, then we never vote for him again either. You just have to give them a chance. And if they don't do it their first time, well, then they can kiss their ass. You can tell them to go fuck themselves. But I'm not going to sit here and say that I like Biden because I don't trust him either. Because he hasn't promised us anything yet because he's not in the White House quite yet. I think he's getting in there now, but if he does what he's supposed to do, then maybe I'll give him a chance. But until then, he's got no support from me. Trump had my support at the beginning because I liked what he said and the things that he was going to do, but then that never happened. I don't know what happened to the wall that was supposed to be built. Don't know if that ever got completed or not. So, there was things that he was supposed to do, and then as the years went on, he pretty much lost, my vote. I didn't care for him after that. So, and then the last few months have just been a fucking joke. So, but I guess there's still people out there that are for Trump. But you know what? If you're taking it to the extreme and you're freaking violating, property, destroying property that's not even yours to begin with, and that's another thing too. They think that Trump was the one that sent that mob into the Capitol, to raid it or whatever the fuck they were doing. They think that was Trump's doing. Again, I don't think there's really no evidence there to back that up. I suppose just besides the the words that he used, but they could have took the words the wrong way. But whatever. I don't fucking care. He's done and over with. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm moving on now. Trump's done. give Biden a chance, and if he fails, I kick him out too. Then we'll move on then. So, but yeah. So that's what's going on here. It's just we got a money scammer thing going on around here. So I don't know. I haven't been getting any scam calls lately. It's been kind of quiet now because the holidays are over with, so they're not really going to bother too much now. I mean, they still kind of will every now and then, but we'll see how it goes. So just be on the lookout on my scammer channel. If you guys are into scamming videos and whatever. I don't upload a whole hell of a lot there, but yeah, that's where all my scamming videos go when I make scamming videos. That's where they go. So, links in the description down below there. You'll find it. So, anyways, guys, I'm going to take off. So, I guess I have a good day and stuff. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Take her easy.